Hello, electronic music friend. How are your tracks coming together? Have you ever considered getting into the basics of the mixing or DJing? Today we are going to have a look on the benefits of extending our music creation skills to the DJing side, and we are going to retire the old Audio 8 DJ and tractor system and replace that with the Denon DS1. We are going to unpack connector cables and set up the system to be ready for the play. Here's my vinyl records collection. These records, they do have a certain appeal, don't you think? Instead of collecting records, I was more into the way how these turntables and vinyls are working, and I think it's a pretty cool idea that we can save sounds and songs and tracks, carving out the vinyl and then playing it back through the needles and some electrical conversions. In 2015, the support for Audio 8 DJ and their smaller units, Audio 2 and 4 DJ audio interfaces, the support was ceased, and these couldn't be used with macOS Catalina anymore, and that's why these and my multi-core cables, they have been sitting as obsolete in my closet. So we can retire these. Of course, you don't need the digital vinyl system or DVS, but you can use, for example, a mobile or pad or CD players, or start learning the basics of mixing, for example, with a computer and a streaming service. The benefits that I can see are manifolds. First, you'll get to refine and you become better with the beats and rhythms. The further benefits, they include that when you are beat mixing and thinking about which track you could mix to which track, you'll get to listen details on those tracks, how the tracks are constructed, what's going on in the bass, in the mid-range and high frequencies. So you'll get to better understand what the other producers and artists are making, and perhaps you can take some ideas to your own creations there as well. This Denon DJ package comes with the DVS interface. There are vinyl control records and CDs, and it works with the Serato software. So let's move on to unpacking. Nice box. For the love of vinyl, it says absolutely. That's really nice. There's the interface, well packed. And here we can see this is 2-channel interface, so we have 2 inputs for connecting the CD or vinyl players. There's a switch that you can choose according to the setup you have. Ground plug for the vinyl players, and then on the other edge there are the outputs and USB connector and a small LED indicator. Housing goes away. There's the USB cable, and then we have the bunch of RCA cables, and we have control CDs, and somewhere in the bottom there are the official control vinyls. These control vinyls, they have the proprietary noise map technology that Serato supports. In the user guide, there's introduction, features, quick start, and then there's a diagram that instructs how to make the connections. So CD players or the turntables, they are connected with the RCA cables to this DS1 audio interface, and then this audio interface outputs are connected to the mixer, and then there's the USB connection going to the computer. So let's plug the cables into their place. Here's the output of the turntable, and this is the left side turntable, so let's connect this RCA cable to the left. And then we have the right side turntable, same thing. Red goes to red and white goes to white. And we are done for the inputs. One thing we need to do with these Technics turntables is that there's the separate grounding wire to prevent buzzes and humming, so we need to connect these very thin wires to the ground terminal of this Denon interface. And then we also need to make sure that this switch that sets the appropriate signal level is in the correct position. So when it's CD, it's up, and when it's phono, it's down. So for us, it's down. For the outputs, we connect the left side RCA cable to the mixer inputs, and for the mixer we are using Ekler 2-channel Nuo 2. This has 2 faders, crossfader, and the EQ section with the big knobs and a monitor switch there. And here we have the set of the connectors, various connectors for the inputs and outputs. So here we should have input 1 and input 2, and now we are going to connect this left side output from the interface to the input 1 because it's left side, and we are going to use this H-line connector here on the left. We are not using the phono input here because this interface already does the signal level conversion. So the very low signal level that is output from this vinyl turntable, it's converted into line level signal in this box, and that's why we connect this line level signal in this H-line connector. If we were connecting the turntable directly to this mixer, we would use these phono connectors. And then the same treatment for the right side. Right side output. Same way. Power to the people, and especially for the mixer. Here I have 2 XLR cables that are going to the speakers, to the left speaker and to the right speaker. So let's hook up these as well. The last thing that we need to connect is the computer and the USB cable. And for the computer we are going to need a stand. This seems sturdy enough for us to place the notebook on this. So okay, the MacBook sits perfectly on this stand. The last thing we need to connect is then the USB cable, and we will need this small adapter for that as well. So from USB-C to USB. So here's the USB cable. So this is the last cable to the Denon. And to the computer. It already started to blink this nice little blue light in there. And our connections have been done. I already have Serato software downloaded from the Serato.com, and it's installed and running on my computer. The last thing we need to do is to switch the tractor timecode vinyl to Serato one and then power up and see if this works. So the old tractor scratch vinyl must go, and here we have two Serato timecode or control vinyls. Side A and B, both sides they are 33 RPM, so rotations per minute. And this audio signal that is stored in the vinyl record, it's something that is audible. It's like high frequency noise like sound, but it's for the human ear it's nonsense. However, for Serato it's a control data, and when you drop down to the needle, Serato will know that the playback should start, and the same way when you stop the platter from spinning, Serato stops. Also, the track is relational in a sense that if you move a position here, it will change the position in this time-coded track, and therefore Serato knows to which position the playback should go. So the same thing, old tractor scratch record must go, and we will replace it with this Serato time-coded vinyl, like this. Then let's power up the vinyl players, like this. It's working, and the power up for the mixer. So we have the timecode vinyl playing. On the mixer we can see that the signal is coming in, and on the Serato screen we can see that the track is playing as well, and we should hear the sound. I need to switch the speaker setup from this digital side to analog. And let's add some volume. And it's working. You can probably hear one of my tracks, Panda. That's it for this time. If you are creating electronic music, subscribe to my channel and let's get networked. See you!